Did you know that just 10% of the population controls 75% of the world's wealth? That's a huge imbalance, and it's no different in politics. Political influence often feels like it's only for the powerful or the wealthy. But here's the shocking truth: you can actually make a difference, even without a $1 million budget or a powerful network. In fact, studies show that grassroots movements, those led by regular people like you, have been responsible for some of the biggest political changes in history. The civil rights movement, the rise of climate activism, even recent political shifts in countries around the world, all started with people who knew how to make their voices heard. This video is all about showing you how you can start influencing politics too. You'll learn surprising strategies, like how data and social media can be used for real change, or how grassroots efforts can topple even the most powerful politicians. So, stay tuned to discover how you can move from just being a bystander to someone who actively shapes the political world around you. The power is in your hands, you just need to know how to wield it. Chapter 1, From Silent to Vocal, Making Your Voice a Political Weapon. Every voice counts in politics, yours included. The problem? Too many of us feel like our opinions don't matter. But that's where you're wrong. The key is to use your voice strategically. It's not enough to just post on social media, you need to connect your thoughts with action. Start by getting involved locally, attend town hall meetings, participate in forums, or volunteer for political campaigns. These actions might seem small, but they show that you care enough to show up. According to a 2020 Pew Research study, 67% of people said they are influenced by the opinions of those they trust. In other words, if you want to influence politics, start by influencing the people around you. Social media, for better or worse, is another powerful tool. It gives anyone, anywhere, the chance to speak out. Just look at the Arab Spring of 2010. Social media was a huge driver of the protests, allowing activists to organize and communicate, bypassing traditional forms of media. But here's the catch: it's not enough to just rant. Focus your posts on sharing knowledge, asking questions, and encouraging healthy debates. Influence is about shaping conversations, not just participating in them. Chapter 2, The Power of Small Movements, How Grassroots Can Shake Governments. Forget about top-down change, it's the grassroots movements that shake up the status quo. When you think of large-scale political change, you probably think of big organizations or wealthy donors. But it's often the small, local groups that can make the most noise. Take the 2008 Obama campaign. It was built on grassroots organizing, mobilizing individuals to make a big impact. In fact, Obama's team recruited over 13 million volunteers by the end of the election. What's even more powerful? Grassroots movements have the power to completely redefine political issues. The environmental movement in the 1970s didn't start in Washington, it started with small groups of concerned citizens. Eventually, those citizens pushed for major policy changes, like the Clean Air Act and the creation of Earth Day. So, what can you do? Start by organizing a group of like-minded people who share your passion. Whether it's a protest, petition, or simply spreading awareness, small movements can grow into major political forces. Chapter 3, Leverage or Lose, How to Use Data and Analytics for Political Influence. Data is the new oil in politics. It's not just about getting people to show up for a rally, it's about understanding who they are and what motivates them. Campaigns today are powered by data, and if you want to influence politics, you have to understand it. Political campaigns use data analytics to predict voter behavior, target specific groups, and craft messages that resonate. According to the book The Victory Lab by Sasha Issenberg, Barack Obama's 2012 campaign used data analytics to target undecided voters, leading to a 2% increase in voter turnout in key swing states. But it's not just political campaigns using data, you can, too. The first step is to understand how data shapes political conversations. Use public databases to see how policies affect different communities. Dig into voter registration and turnout statistics. Once you have the data, use it to shape your arguments and present evidence-backed opinions. By understanding the numbers, you can take the guesswork out of political influence and back your arguments with facts. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how you can start making an impact in politics today. Chapter 4, Manipulation or Motivation. How the media shapes political power. If you've ever been frustrated by the media's portrayal of political issues, you're not alone. The media has the power to shape political outcomes more than most people realize. In fact, studies have shown that the media is one of the most influential factors in how we form political opinions. A study by the University of California found that 60% of political decisions are influenced by what people see on television or read in newspapers. That's why it's important to understand how the media works. Whether it's TV, social media, or online publications, all forms of media shape narratives. But it's not just about watching the news, it's about creating it. Start by following independent, credible news sources and challenging mainstream narratives. Get involved in media projects or even start your own blog. By becoming a media creator yourself, you're not just consuming information, you're shaping it. When you share information that counters mainstream media or offers a different perspective, you contribute to a more balanced political dialogue. Chapter 5. Lobby like a pro. How to win in the world of political lobbying. Lobbying isn't just for big corporations, it's a tool for anyone who wants to make their voice heard in politics. In fact, lobbying is one of the most effective ways to influence political decisions. A study from the Center for Responsive Politics found that 4,000 lobbying groups spend over $3 billion annually to sway lawmakers. But the truth is, you don't need $1 billion budget to lobby effectively. Start small by learning about the issues you care about and identifying the lawmakers who influence those areas. You can send them letters, emails, or even request meetings to discuss your concerns. In 2017, a group of high school students from Parkland, Florida, used lobbying to push for gun reform legislation. Their organized efforts led to the passage of several key laws in Florida. By staying focused, persistent, and strategic, you can use lobbying as a tool to influence political change, even on a local level. Chapter 6. Building a legacy. From political passion to real change. Influencing politics isn't just about winning a battle, it's about building a lasting legacy. Real political change often takes time, but that doesn't mean your efforts are in vain. Think about figures like Nelson Mandela or Rosa Parks. Their individual actions didn't just spark short-term change, they set off a chain of events that reshaped society forever. To leave your own political legacy, start by focusing on issues that matter most to you. Whether it's education, healthcare, or climate change, commit to a cause and stay dedicated. But don't stop there. You can also mentor others, inspire the next generation, and pass on your knowledge. The most influential political figures in history didn't just fight for their own goals, they helped others to do the same. Remember, your influence doesn't have to be massive or immediate to matter. Whether you're changing the way people think or advocating for better policies, every action counts. Start small, stay persistent, and your impact will grow over time. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video on how you can make a real difference in politics. By following these 6 strategies, you can begin to influence politics in meaningful, long-lasting ways. It doesn't take a fortune or a large platform, it takes strategy, commitment, and the courage to speak out. So, start today and become the change you want to see in the world.